what's the proper saying?
Durgar?
Durgar?
Durgar.
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 Durgar. I think there's two correct pronunciations. But you like smacked him around. One of them turned real small. Remember when he shrunk down?
We
And
pronounce
then
it
you
Durgar here in the Midwest.
Durgar.
Durgar.
You guys like kind of messed around with those guys and you found a keep that they were in. I forget where the keep was. Far away though. Wherever it was. But anyways, after that, you guys traveled down the east way into Bryn Shander. Bryn Shander, you did some questing and you picked up a quest that I don't think you guys are the characters are too keen on is getting whale oil. Like to literally go fetch whale oil. You guys are like, whale oil? You gonna pay us to get whale oil?
Didn't we have to ride a whale to go get the whale oil?
Well, yeah, there's all that too. I think that was the cool part for you guys, right? We get to ride on a whale, but it
We
goes
could
under
shorten the whole
water.
process and just kill the whale instead of riding
Yeah,
it.
right. There's freaking whale right here, man.
It was like
Whale
worth
oil.
5 gold. It wasn't worth the trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll give you each a gold and a half if you help me. You're like, what? Now, how long is it gonna take? Like a 10-day? You're like, eh. But that is a quest that's still in there. But the other quest that you guys did do out of Bryn Shander was you took some supplies out to the Black Cabin, and there you discovered the Black Cabin, and what Macrates, a sage and a devout follower of Lathander, was doing out there, where he seemed to try to somehow end Everland's or Ariel's everlasting winter. He had a device built, and indeed it actually did some miraculous stuff by not only killing the creator, but ended up wiping a couple of you guys completely off the face of the planet too, right?
Yes.
As you guys were ghosts and
It's only
helping your
mostly dead.
friends. Yeah, mostly dead. And some restless spirits that lingered in the Bordal Ethereal. So you guys finished up doing the Black Cabin quest, and you were moving back towards Bryn Shander, I believe, and you stopped off in Tourmaline to check out the gem mines that were being raided by kobolds. And in the gem mine, you found out that it wasn't just kobolds, but there was a spirit, aka a ghost there as well. And you let the kobolds beat up on you for a while, and then finally got fed up and slowly defeated them. And the ghost dearly departed you and left you standing in the mine. And that's where we're gonna pick up. The cameras are coming along pretty nice.
What is the fuck is happening behind Marbania?
Nothing special.
I think he's got his on slideshow or something.
Yeah, it's
So
family videos from
let's do
trip
some
out to the
character
mountains.
introductions. We'll save Rob for last, but let's start off with a Svenster playing Obsidian. Tell us about Obsidian. Remind us what kind of class he is and all that jazz.
Obsidian is middle class, hates the cold.
Touche.
He's a entertaining juggler, and just looking to earn enough money to get out of here so he can get warm again. Go live back down in the south where the women are half clothed and it's nice and warm.
Funny is that? I mean, you've said that like almost every session, but you haven't indicated like 10 gold. Would that do it? I mean, 12?
Probably takes about good 1,000 gold to get down there.
1,000 gold. All right. Well, Diablo Bob is having camera issues, and I will probably vouch that it's chroma cam. As soon as he fixes that, he'll be back. But he is playing Dino Bill. Well, he can explain. Go ahead, Diablo Bob.
So, sorry. I'm having some issues with my camera, apparently. So I am playing Bill. He is a half-orc paladin that's wearing a shield and armor that bears the emblem of Rob's Big Package.
Hello. That's back now.
Does that have actually a heraldry flag and everything? Goes with it.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yeah,
That was a picture of me doing a reveal on Rob's Big Package, that background I had earlier.
Yeah. That was that was definitely we'll put an unboxing video of that. Anyway, yes, so he is along for the ride to wreak some vengeance and to definitely spread the word of Rob's Big Package.
All right. Well, very good. Marbania is playing his character Dionysus Quahahide, or however he wants to pronounce it tonight.
Dinus Quaid. It's Quaid, I kill you. So, Dennis. Actually, these guys started calling him Dennis. His name's Quaid. Is not from here. And it would be really difficult to explain where he's from. He doesn't want to be here either. He's kind of like Spencer, his character Obsidian, other than he doesn't know how to get home. But he also thinks there's people looking for him. So he's kind of on the down low. He's an elf. And he dabbles in sorcery, but yet some of his magic comes from having a demonic bond. He can hear the demon, feel the demon, taps into the demon for some powers, so to say. Always covered in shadows. He's kind of drifts in and out of the ethereal. It's weird. He's just a weird dude, man.
Weird dude. Well, Matakuri is playing Grun. Speaking of weird dudes, go ahead and explain that guy.
All right. So Grun grew up from his teenage years here in 10 Towns. He was orphaned here when his parents were killed. He's kind of like the grumpy old man, except he's only in his early 20s. Doesn't really like a lot of people, but he seems to like this group of people. Their approach to conflict aligns with his, which primarily consists of killing it. And so, yeah, Grun is a warlock who likes to blast things, and that's usually his first method of resolving any form of conflict. It's just blast it.
Blast it, Eldritch Blast. That's perfect. That's what I love warlocks for. Blast. And last, but definitely not least, we have Rob playing Zazzy.
All right. Let me read about what my character does. Zazzy is a level 4 cleric. He's an Azamar, fallen angel, and he's also a Zentarum agent, so everybody be care. It says here his special defenses are a douchebag, and he does have dark vision. Thank you to Lazy Stooner for resubbing. What's up? And
he knocked me out too, right out of the bit boss.
It's telling you it's lying about 37. I think if you do it within a month after the month, it still gives you credit. All right, and then he is trying to help the party. That was my attempt to try to add something that isn't obvious, which is totally obvious. So he's ready. He's ready to go now.
He's ready. Well, let's zoom in on Tourmaline and take a look. As a reminder, let's get the map out. gym map. I guess we could just click on a token because you guys are still here. This is where we left off last. There's some dead kobolds laying around. Let me read a couple of descriptions, and then we can go from there. So this tunnel here says, lurking in this dusty tunnel are 3 skittish dead kobolds. One of them carried a threadbare satchel and wears a fake pair of dragon wings made of thin wood and tattered white cloth. They begged for mercy and asked you not to kill them, but you murdered them anyways. That's how I remember it anyway. So
I don't remember them asking for mercy.
Big Diablo Bob, everybody.
Please ignore
Everybody.
the stack of boxes behind me. I'm in my basement.
are those covered up stormtroopers? Is that what's back there? Oh, those are Ninja
Ninja
Turtles.
Yeah,
Turtles.
these are Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, you should have those uncovered then if you're going to show empty boxes. They won't ever see the boxes. They'll just see Donatello. I don't know.
No, we're working on rearranging everything, so it's kind of a mess.
Rearrange your
That's
face.
Michelangelo, dude. Yellow, man. Michelangelo. Nunchucks. Cool.
All right. If anybody in the stream thinks the cameras don't look very good, you can let me know. But that's the best I can do.
Okay, my camera looks awful.
You did an awesome job, Rob. Awesome
Just
job.
saying.
I said in the stream, bitch.
Oh, my bad. Let me
Matacuries-
type that out.
My Matacuries isn't good. I gotta.
Well, this is a big, huge pit that goes way down. This was a waterfall, icy kind of watery waterfall. Over here, the only person that's been on this side of the map has been Obsidian. Maybe Yix has looked around, but in this room down here, or cave or whatever you want to call it, there was a fossilized skull that partially juts out of the east wall of this small cave. It's about 5 feet off the ground. The skull has larger than normal eye sockets, a curious ridge between the eyes, nothing that would pass for a nose, and 4 small holes where one would expect to see teeth.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually went and found an image for this. Tell me that this didn't take a while to find.
My camera looks off fuel. That's good times.
You read that right.
Is that a now completely out of character, but looks like it might be an elithid skull, maybe.
That's what I'm thinking.
The hell is with WotC these days and all the elithids?
It's like in the side wall over here, kind of sticking out a little bit.
They like
Okay.
Marbania. They just like this.
Well, wait a second. I might have a connection to. Remember Drake? How he got here?
Uh-huh.
Would he recognize this or kind of put 2 and 2 together with maybe an anatomy roll?
I think he can give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Yeah, you're like, man, I don't have memories from before the crash. Once in a blue moon, you'll have a flash of inspiration, but
cheer bits in the stream. Thanks for the cheer
really
bits.
Remember much.
Cheer bits, Gwydion. Cheer bits. Thank you, sir. Welcome, Gwydion. Welcome, everyone.
So yeah, it could very well likely the DM could drag you into some bullshit off-world crap.
No, very, very
when
likely.
your memory comes back.
Yeah.
Does anyone else think their character might have a chance to identify this strange skull?
Arcana, you say?
Yeah, some Arcana.
Definitely
well, an intelligence kind of result.
I don't, but I got a 14.
Sassy's like, well, I know that there was a skull
I know there was a skull, y'all. Motion at
The
your front
DC's
door.
a
Yeah, bringing the key back.
16, so you're not quite there. Sassy would probably think Underdark. Oh, he's got to go deal with people at doors.
He's walking off into the snow.
I did unlock the tokens if you guys want to move around. The sidewalks and stuff are secure enough that you guys can walk on them individually.
I literally had to walk away. Zazzy would think what? Underdark?
Yeah, that like the skull has something to do with the Underdark.
Okay.
You know, that's just. I mean, he's not sure, but like he gets the feeling of Underdark when he looks at it. Do you guys like pull it out of the wall or try to get it out or?
That sounds like a
It's
trap.
the one in here, right?
Sounds like a DM trap.
Yeah, it's where you're at, where Quaid's at.
Well, if he has not if he doesn't really have any. I mean, if he just thinks it's weird, he probably wouldn't. If he doesn't have any connection to it, probably not. But that's strange.
Nobody. This
Oh, all right, Drake. Come on, I'll pull the damn thing out.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Where's it at?
There's an inkling of something tickling my mind that says this seems familiar, and I pull it out.
Oh snap!
Final call! All aboard!
The DM train.
Choo choo DM train. I brought my hammer. I got it. I'm ready to go.
So when you like grab a hold of it and you kind of give it a wiggle and trying to see if you can get it out, it just kind of like crumbles into like powder. And falling out of the powder and landing on the ground, you see a crystal about the size of a softball.
What color is it?
It's crystal.
Like purpley.
I'll pick it up.
Uh,
Do I need to roll a saving throw?
when you pick it up, you immediately feel its energy, like in your head. It snaps back on a memory of a creature, an Ithlid. If you know, for those in the stream that don't know what an Ithlid is, a mind flayer. Let me throw that up for the stream. Mind flayer. So oops, clicked on the map. Out of the way. So one of these guys. That image flashes in your head for a second when you kind of think about the crystal when you're holding it. You definitely know that there's some magic involved with this thing.
I'll just slip it in my bag for now. We'll examine it later.
Did they give me? I think they did. Parcel. Yeah. Throw that in the party sheet for you. Party sheet, inventory.
So something needs to be on my character. So take it out of the party sheets. What you're saying?
It's an item, yeah. It's a magical item. You have to figure out what it is, though.
While you're sleeping, it's going to crawl out of your pack and up your nose.
So yeah, something like that. Inventory. Here we go. Crystal.
Where Sven is at, or not Sven, sorry, where Obsidian is at, there's like sparkling geodes all over this cavern. They're gems and they're partially exposed in places, sticking out from the walls like glassy shards. The floor rises near the eastern wall, leaving a natural ridge with stone ramps leading upward on either end. So, and you can see there's some, mining equipment and stuff in here.
Are there any that are loose or easily
No,
grabbed?
no, I mean, maybe like one, like a flake of one or something, but looks like they've been pretty much rounded up, all the loose ones.
So who's got the Shape Earth spell? Loosen them all up.
So I'll use my magic sword to pry one out, stick it in my pocket.
There is a pick right there. I don't know. I mean, you look at the pick, and then you look at your magic sword, and you can go ahead and still use the magic sword if you want. But
I'll try the
yeah,
pick. If that doesn't work, then I'll use the sword.
the mining pick, do you think works perfect? Like, ping, ping. How long are you gonna spend chipping away at the walls? You just want one little nug? All
Yes,
right,
just what.
so doesn't really have much of a significant value, one little nug, but you can add a little geode or whatever you want to call it. Yeet. Yeah, what's everyone else doing? Just kind of browsing around. The cobots would have some, minor little weapons on them.
Just toss them down the hole.
If you remember correctly, Grun had, I think it was Yix, drop a bag that the ghost had down this shaft.
Well, that was
I
the
mean,
next place I was going. Quade's kind of interested in knowing what's down there. Have we dropped like a copper piece with a light spell on it or something down there yet?
not that I'm aware of. Hey,
Uh,
Schweizkopf.
Yeah, I thought Yix went down there.
Yix only went down like to the lower, like to this level, maybe a little bit lower, but didn't like fly all the way down.
Can have Yix fly down and see what he can see.
What instructions do you give Yix?
Uh,
Remember, your communication with him is going to be what 100 feet telepathically, and then it's going to have to be verbal.
Yeah. So basically, I just have him fly down. I don't know, 300 feet, see if he can see anything, then fly back up.
He says, "It's just dark. That's all I can see. 300 feet. I counted 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000." You can hear him as he goes down.
All right, it's too deep to. No,
too
you
deep.
didn't see any bottom.
Does somebody like cast light on a coin and drop it, or a torch? Or
Yeah, I thought that's what somebody
I-
said.
Well,
I don't
I
have
did,
light.
but I don't have light. I don't have the light cantrip. I've got
Is it a-
dark
yeah.
vision, so
Dun-dun.
Everybody's looking around. Nope.
Nobody's got a freaking torch.
I do
I'm
have
AFK. I
chromatic
can check
orb.
when I come back.
I mean, there's
Okay.
enough stuff around that you can make a torch. I mean, the
You
kobolds
can
probably
press
have
the
something.
digitation of one of these wood
See,
panels and chuck it
so
down.
somebody find something that casts
I will
fire on,
cast
and
minor
I'll sit down.
illusion of a candle on a copper piece and drop it in a hole.
It's only 30 feet though, buddy. So unfortunately, minor illusion
Oh,
only goes like 30 feet.
yeah, that's true.
So somebody drops a torch on fire, and it falls until you can't see the light anymore.
AFK just a second.
So falling equals bad.
Falling's bad.
It's, you guys know it's probably not bottomless, but from up here right now, you're not sure. Remember, you can't really hear anything hit the bottom because of the waterfall. It's loud and
Bet if we checked one of us down there, we'd hear it. Not it.
Not it. Let's take a look at these other maps. Let's see. I think you guys are pretty much done, right? Yeah, you think you cleared out? You think you've cleared out the kobolds? So layer 2 map was where you guys fought the Grell up top. Remember that Dennis Quaid kind of almost got eaten by the Grell.
I don't remember.
Let's see.
Cheerbits in the stream. Thanks for the cheerbits.
Images help.
McClancy,
This
cheerbits.
thing with the tentacles.
Oh, that thing, yeah. Thank you, sir, McClancy. Cheerbits. Good boss.
Trying to beak Dennis. And there was a bucket lift that you guys took to get down to the lower levels that you can easily take to get back up. And there's some dead kobolds. There's also a ramp you can take to the second level, and then the bucket hoist takes you to the first level.
All right, well, let's get out of here.
Dude, let's get out.
So by the time you guys get out and get to the surface, and before you get on all your cold weather gear, you guys do somehow manage to not that button. I know how to play Fantasy Grounds.
Not that button.
Short rest.
All right.
So if you want to burn some hit dice, you can. Diablo Bob's down almost over half of his hit points. Grun still has temporary hit points because he just
He's smart enough not to get
Yeah.
into melee.
Out of it. I don't think we don't have any prayer of healing kind of
Bardy kind of crap.
Yeah. Well, that'll probably do it. So when you guys come out of the mines, you're not far from town. Take a look at the time. It was 10 a.m. when you guys went in. I would say you were in there at least 2 hours, right? So we'll call it 12 p.m. So it's like the sun would be directly overhead if it wasn't for Arul's Rime of the cold winter up here. Got everything snowed in like Sven's background there.
As far north as we are, wouldn't it be a little further down on the horizon?
Yeah, well, you would think. I'm from South Florida. Everything's like perfect around the equator. I don't think about if I was up here and we were this turning.
I could
Like
tell you that
Rob
it
had
was
to- okay.
it was slick outside carrying them groceries in just now.
It's so cold your breath
You
is
didn't
out.
slip and fall again, did you?
Oh,
No, but when I first stepped outside, I got the same shoes on that I had that night. That I wear these boat shoes like house shoes, you know. I thought, oh boy, if I go down now, if I don't come back, they'll understand. It's wintertime. It's me.
We didn't even know you left. Sorry.
I did, because when the camera goes blank, I freak out.
And I like it on my stream that when the camera goes out, because I have a token image behind the camera.
Oh, I could do
And I have
that.
a frame, but
I suppose I could do that. Oh, on my stream, if the camera goes out. If you guys send me your token things, I can make that happen.
can make it happen.
I can put the image
All right,
of the token.
let's get rid of this map. I'm gonna take you off of here. Do some
Nice stream.
editing. Sorry, I'm over it.
I'm over it.
I meant to say that yours, it definitely is noticeable when the cameras are off.
Well,
On
thanks
mine,
for
not so much.
saying that a completely different way. I missed you guys. No, but
All right,
seriously, I missed you
so
guys.
do you guys want to go into Tourmaline here at noon, or do you guys want to go elsewhere? Or you're about, I think you're only like 3 miles from Tourmaline, like not far at all.
Yeah, wasn't there a healthy reward for this?
Oh yeah, probably. A
It just
beautiful
says anyone
mind.
who clears it out can expect to be well compensated.
Returning to Tourmaline, that was probably what we're. If the characters return to speaker Matthew, they can't even just say Matthew. It's Matthew. Tell him
Indeed.
the mine is cleared of monsters. He thanks them profusely and explains that he must inspect the mine to verify its safety before he can pay you. However, he encourages the characters to spend a few days in Tourmaline while he conducts his investigation.
That's fine. We can go down
Fine.
there and inspect it with him, and if he refuses to pay us, we can just push him in the hole.
Well, they got to have some way of getting down that hole, like a bucket lift or something. You know, surely there, and we need to go down there and make sure that it's
Do we
good and
really want
cleaned
to go
out.
that far down?
Oh, there might be riches.
Turn this
down
into
there.
Rise of the Drow adventure?
Oh yeah.
There's like thousands of dollars worth of gems in the mine, and you guys are worried about going down there because there's riches.
So what we do is we lie and say the mine is still dangerous, and then we hire people to go mine it for ourselves.
Yeah, that's cobalt. You just get cobalt to do it.
Yeah.
You could have brought the cobalts back to Tourmaline. Yeah, gave them a job. They would have been jobs here. Let's see what's in Tourmaline for you guys to do. Let me give you that map. Tourmaline.
All right, I got more
This one.
bennies there. Next.
So you got the blue clam
The blue clam.
and the east side.
Somebody's been Donald Trumping that map and using a sharp.
Yeah, no, it's actually the. No, I
It's
was
the blue
doing
oyster.
The blue
just
oyster.
Ed McMahon, isn't that the guy that used to draw all over the place? And the defense would come around.
No, not Hank. That's Johnny
No,
Carson's.
oh yeah, that's right. Well, he's a football player too.
Yeah. Oh, Madden.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Madden, yeah.
Madden, that's right.
Come around the left side, and then
So
they'd run down there and they'd get in the end zone, and that's 6 points, and that's the game of football.
The blue clam is where like the fishers of Tourmaline finish their days there. They sit around on benches near one of the building's long hearths to warm their feet while they fill their bellies with spiced chowder. Chowder. Beautiful works of scrimshaw are
Chowder.
hung on the walls. Isn't somebody a scrimshawists in the party? I remember.
Quaid.
There's lots of scrimshaws to get here. So yeah, it's just a tavern. So this would not be where you guys would sleep, but it's a good place to hang out. The east side is where the young girl Marta Peskrock, a willowy teenager who spends most of her time tending to her bedridden father, Clyde, a retired fisherman and remember a non-combatant. A non-combatant. Yeah, I don't know. I guess he just has that written on his face. Non-combatant. I'm looking for a token real quick for Rob. You know, when you're trying to find something, you
And don't worry, you don't have to get them fast or anything. You can take your time. Want them now? Now? Can you have them now? Do you have them now? Do you have them now? What about now?
I mean, how often do you have a token of the DM?
Well, allegedly, you would never leave camera, although that's not true. You do it all the time.
Yes.
That is true. I forgot about
Well, I'll get to
It's
that
in
in a
your
second.
logo, your Drake logo. Drake takes Dragon Drake.
So yeah, so you guys would get rooms at the east side. It's where most visitors stay in town. What looks from the outside like separate houses turns to be a single structure with rooms connected by underground passages with cozy guest accommodations in the cellar. So underground. So 5 silver will get you a common room bed for the evening. And it includes bench seat by the fire to get warm. You know, that's about all you get for 5 silver.
Okay. 5 silver, huh?
So should we give them our real names when we check in, or should we give them cover names?
Question.
Marbania, I can't hear you.
My coins say -8 gold pieces. Weird.
Who do you owe money to?
I don't owe money to anybody.
You gypped somebody.
What? No, it's what the hell? Oh, it's Electrum. That's funny. Well, never mind. Never mind, I guess. I don't know. I don't think it's working. Anyway, so is there an upgrade for rooms, or is it just common rooms? A common
They
room with
do.
beds in it.
They do have a full gold room, and it's basically 2 bunk beds in a single room. So you do have to share at least if there's somebody else that wants in there.
Yeah, that's not private enough. All right, Quaid just
Unless
sleeps in
2
the
of you
corner.
go in on it together. Well, I guess you
Nah,
could rent the single room for 2 gold by yourself. Take it cruise.
nah. I'll spend the 5 silver.
And Obsidian will perform.
Well, let's get you guys a roll as you
Yeah.
guys spend the evening at the east side with Sven playing some music in the lower, like the lobby area of the east side. There's not really a bar per se here, but there is seating and stuff down in the lower by the where you check in and all that kind of stuff. And let's give you a Tall Tales and 10 Towns roll for the evening. So you guys get a someone that says they say the Frostmaiden lives on a misty isle, hidden among the sea of moving ice. There's a mighty strange whale with a boat on its back that swims in those frigid waters. But it knows where the island is. You can catch that whale at a Juncus Bell anchorage, but you must ring the bell hanging by the pier to call it. Mouse click. There. Hey, nice. I learned something
Who
the other
was
day.
it that wanted us to take the whale to get the whale oil?
There's somebody in Bryn Shander that offered you some gold to
Right,
lure
it's
them
just
to get some whale oil.
some mook. It wasn't like something that we have to do because You know,
Yeah,
it just
no, and most of your characters are like, whatever.
yeah, that
Oh.
doesn't make any sense at all. But I would take the whale to look for this Frostmaiden if she's got treasure.
Yeah, well, keep in mind that some of these may be out of order for your current level.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I don't,
Yeah, I
I don't know
figured
if you want
that.
to go fighting the Frostmaiden right
Mm-mm.
now, but you could. You could easily take the whale. Go on out there, fight the Frostmaiden.
Well, I figure we
Uh,
stick around town for at least a couple of days and let that guy do his investigation.
yeah, so you guys can. There would be general supplies here, basic stuff. You know, nothing out of the ordinary. If you guys needed any of that arrows, you know, whatever. You guys can get warm, and we will give you guys a long rest. Long rests.
How much does the room cost again?
Five silver a night for a cot, basically a bed in the common rooms.
How much for
Gold
a
if you
gold?
a gold apiece if you guys go in and split a private room, so you get a bunk bed. But it's 2 gold for the room.
So 2 gold for the room.
A single room with bunk beds, yes.
All right, then I'll go ahead and just do that for the group.
So one bunk bed for 5 people. That'll be comfortable.
Yep, and
What do
I'll
y'all
say
think?
top bunk. Y'all can fight over the floor
Oh,
in the
he
bottom
spent
bunk.
2 gold. So he got one room with 2 bunks.
Yep, I got top bunk.
I was sleeping by the fire in
Yeah, I keep
common
my
room.
own room.
I'll only
Common
pay
room.
a nickel for the cheap room, or I mean a silver. I mean 5 silver.
I got a bottom bunk that's available.
It's pretty empty, you know. There's like 2 other people in the inn, so it's not like there's just you guys, and it's not like this is a huge travel town. Let me make sure, since we did get some short rests, that I push you another. Dice are fully charged. And so yeah, you guys are gonna do your thing here. Let's finish up.
Don't forget the blessing of the Morning Lord that we all got. You start each day with 10 temporary hit points.
Oh yeah, that should be coded on your sheet. Uh, so Orus, the speaker Matthew Orus, does return the next day, and he pays you guys. He gives you your money, which is a grand total of 50 gold. And I'm gonna drop that into the party sheet button. And hit that.
What happened to the well compensated?
That's pretty
Yeah,
well
it's like
confiscated.
10 gold each.
It's pretty high. It's actually 10 gold exactly each because there's 5 of you.
I'll take it.
Let's go back to the mine and get some of those gems.
Yeah,
Right.
no kidding.
Could have walked out with your pockets full. If you worked an hour chipping away at the mines, you would have gotten 10 gold. So, how many hours do you want to spend over there? I spend 2 weeks. That's what my character does. This 2 weeks, 2 sessions.
I worked there for
As
6
long
months.
as it takes.
It's D&D, just fast forward.
So
I
we
do
are
want to
going
ask
to.
let me ask
Yeah.
this guy though, Drake, that that's paid us to clear it out. What was with the room with the skulls in it?
Say, I'm sorry, a room with a skull?
Mm-hmm. A skull. Yeah, or was that something that the kobolds brought with them?
He's like, I could question the miners. I mean, the town speaker doesn't go to the mine that much, so he may not be aware of it.
Right.
Do you explain it to him, or
No, probably not.
This is.
no? Habla.
Look at the stream. Can you guys see the stream?
What is that?
It's Bob. It's his token that's 5,000
Nice.
things too big.
Hey, give you a smaller one.
No, that's right. I got it now. So unfortunately, your box for OBS or for what do you call it? You know, like everyone else's box is nothing, but yours is a black box somehow. So whatever, that's just weird.
Oh, let's see here. If I just click turn it off, does it go away?
Yeah, it does.
There we go. Is that what you want?
Yeah. So now we got me, Matty Curie, Sven, you. We got everybody except Drake.
I sent you a picture.
Oh, you did?
I sent a second one with my kind of standard logo rather than the character.
Oh yeah. Okay, we'll put that. I'll put that instead.
I know I have a token. Just take me a second to get it. In here.
Oh yeah, here it is.
Huh. Or I thought. Oh well. All right, so from Tourmaline in the morning, about 9 o'clock the next morning, you guys got paid, and now you're on your own. What do you guys want to do? Where do you want to go? The weather is nippily 28 degrees below zero this morning, but that is kind of warm.
Yeah, but it still makes my stickles nip out.
Tickles nip out.
Makes your stickles nip out.
Brent Shander?
So I guess what are we trying to do? Like, are we gonna go do this whale thing, or are we like what? Where are we going, guys?
I don't have any desire to go do the whale thing.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
me either.
skipping the whale thing, we went up. We did the ghost house. Got our asses handed to us by a glitchy thing, and then came back to life. Me and Zazzy are now zombies. And now we came down here, got rich, and we're on our way back to Bryn Shander.
Yeah, got rich. I don't see anything other than
Well,
and now that's gone too out of the message of the
each
day.
town has their own problems, you know what I mean? So depends on which town you go to, what quests you can find, and things like
Well,
that.
we're this far north. Let's you guys mind if we swing by my hometown of Lonelywood and see what's cooking up there?
Lonelywood, that's amazing.
Well,
Yeah.
Lonelywood to Tourmaline and Lonelywood is 2 hours, so it's not really that far.
We can
And
stop by Lonelywood.
swing over to Lonelywood, get him some company.
So you guys wander over this nice morning on the banks of Mare Daldron, And you can see that this lake is not as quite frozen fully over as some of the other ones on the southern end. So there is some icebergs and stuff floating around. But the Lonelywood was founded by a Symbian family, and it is a quiet town for loggers, fishers, and scrimshanders scratching out a living on the edge of the world. The town's oldest buildings and docks bear carvings of dragons, lions, and goats that
Oh
take
my.
reference to the family's crest, which features a chimera. Chimera.
Chimera.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, chimera. Ah,
Chimmery.
chimera.
Chimmer.
English language
Chimney.
is, yeah. If it was chin, you know,
It's
it would
a
be CH on
chimichanga,
chin.
man.
Roughly half of Lonelywood's able-bodied residents trawl the lake for knucklehead trout, while most of the others spend their days in the forest felling and hewing the trees that are used to construct boats and buildings. Lonelywood's timber is taken by cart and sold in other settlements, Tourmaline and Targos in particular. So, Lonelywood is pretty much really the only major town near a forest near the Lonelywood. So fuel sources in some of the other cities have been oil, right? But in here it is wood. Most of the places have wood burning stoves instead of oil burning.
People get wood when they come here, right?
Hello.
Giggity.
Yeah,
At
yeah.
Lonelywood.
Well, for as long as 10 Towns has existed, Lonelywood has attracted the region's shadiest element. From unrepentant thieves to cold-hearted killers, thieves to cold-hearted killers.
Sorry,
The thick
thieves.
forest looming behind it. Say again?
Sorry, thieves.
Oh, yeah. The thick forest looming behind it conceals the dark and sordid dealings that sometimes transpire there. Despite its attraction to criminals and miscreants, Lonelywood is not a place where folk murder each other in the streets. The realities of survival demand that residents live and work together and not dwell on history. Visitor can make many friends here, but would be wise not to drudge up the dark deeds of anyone's past in this small town. So let's take a peek at it. Let's check it out. So you guys kind of come in from the north end of town. So some James RPG art drawn us a nice picture of Lonelywood.
You
Isn't
sure
that
his name isn't
nice?
James R.P. Gart, like George R.R. Martin? James R.P.
Could be.
Gart. That's his name.
James or Pegart.
Oh yeah, I like that. I'm gonna have to.
That's a good one, isn't it? That's a pretty good one.
Or maybe it's
James or P. Gart.
Maybe
James R.P.
it's
Gart, yeah.
James Senior P. Gart.
James Senior, rated PG, art. Go all day.
But we're not. We're gonna look at the lovely, lovely view of Lonelywood. So not
Question.
much in Lonelywood. What's the population of this
Isn't
lovely
that
town?
the same damn map? from
Obviously, only one.
Lonelywood is a population of 100.
before? All right.
All men.
100 whole people live here.
All men.
All men.
The speaker is Nimsy Huddle, a strong heart halfling. Yep. Ever since the local inn closed its doors,
I love you, man.
in her heated attic to visitors looking for a place to crash for the night. So if you guys decide you want to stay the night in Lonelywood, you get a heated attic above the town
Nice.
speaker's house.
That
Yo,
works,
Uh,
man.
But
Psycho Liquid, thanks for the subs. Thanks for the gifts. Thanks for the tier 1. I don't know how to read any of this, but anyway, thank you. Very, very good.
yeah, so Lonelywood, some towns sacrifice people to a rule, and some people. What was the other one? This one does food, so you don't have to worry about being sacrificed to a rule here. You just have to offer food up. So, is there something you wanted to check out here? There's two places: the Lucky Liar, which is a tavern.
Well, we'll go in there, and I just figured that if there's different things to do in every town, this is as close to Lonelywood as we'd get.
And let's see, what's the Happy Scrimshar? Let's see what that is.
I think that's a fest
So
house.
the Happy Scrimshar is a shop facing the docks that sells tools of the scrimshander trade, needles and knives in wide array of shapes and sizes, inks in the rainbow of colors, and wax used to seal an engraving when it's done. Everybody, I'm looking at the NPC blocks, right? It's, retired adventurer, assassin or thief, or, I'm reading through all of them in the town. I'm like, oh, this is that kind of town. So yeah, so you guys kind of get the idea, like you're just glancing around the shady kind of looking people that live here. I mean, you can see why
Quaid would be
Quaid
here.
would at least hang out here for a little while, anyways. So when you're in the tavern, the Lucky Liar, the tavern's raven hair barkeep, Dana Danea is her name. She she's wow.
Really?
Maybe you don't want to know what she does.
Oh, called the Lonelywood, so
That's right.
But
She's the only woman
I'm
in
gonna
town.
I'm gonna give you guys another 10 towns rumor in the Lucky Liar today.
never
Let's see what
rude.
you
Get
guys
the
come
fuck
up
out.
with. You already had that one. You already know that one. See, you guys are getting through a lot of these too. Oh, there's one. In Targos, a band of adventurers is planning an expedition up the side of Calvin's Cairn, hoping to find a
Oh, Yaminartok. Oh,
Yaminartok,
Yaminartok.
a Goliath lycanthrope who can transform into a polar bear. If you hurry, you might be able to join the expedition. Targos.
Didn't you guys already
So,
say you were up Calvin's Cairn?
No, we were at
they said near
Karakurnik.
it. Calvin's Cairn is the mountain, the big mountain.
That's where we started the adventure.
Well, sort of. Yeah, you were in the lower hills of Carconic, yeah. Or Calvin's
See?
Cairn, sorry.
I told you we'd find something to do here. Isn't this place great?
New York City.
Just show up
Get
and
the
they're
rope.
sending us off to somewhere else.
New York City.
Yeah, go climb the mountain.
Yeah, most of the individual towns are first through third level, you know. You guys are getting up there. You done past most of them.
Yeah, I do have to admit, ever since coming here, I've kind of wanted to climb that mountain. Just to say I've done it.
Well, the first step is to introduce yourself.
Huh? Oh, okay, yeah. My name is Dinas Quaid, and I'm an adventurer.
Dennis Quaid. I love it.
So a couple of hours, you guys hang out in Lonelywood. Are you guys wanting to sleep in the attic tonight and get some fresh spiced cookies from the halfling, or do you guys
Oh,
want to
hello, fresh spice cookies.
move
Sure.
along?
Well, I guess we move along if there's nothing happening here specifically.
Nothing really specifically.
Just want to stay for the cookies.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can spend the night and head out in the morning.
Well, we
Where
might
would
as well
you
because
want to
it's a
go?
long way to go back to Bryn Shander from here.
Right, but you could move back to Tourmaline and
We
stay
could
there easy.
we could head back to Tourmaline. Stay in the deep south down there underneath everything, and
Well, we're gonna say it's like noon, so let's see how far it is to Targos, right? That's what the final destination would be. So you guys would be in Lonelywood to Targos.
Lonelywood. I resent that name.
Lonelywood.
8 hours
6
to Bryn
hours.
Shander.
6.
6
To what?
hours.
Not that it matters if it's dark or not, because it's pretty much dark most of the day anyway. So I mean, it's a matter of how tired you guys are. But you really haven't done a whole lot today.
Yeah.
Traveled a couple hours. So you could push on and make it to Bryn Shander if you wanted to. Later in the day, you would probably be there by 8 or 9 at night.
That's a long damn day hiking in the minus 30
Ice
degree
cold.
weather.
Well, we started off by going to your hometown, having a drink, and then hitting the lonely road.
Were you wanting to check up with anybody here since this was your hometown?
Well, it's when I say hometown, it's quite starts to tell you it's hard to explain, but this is just the first place he ended up where he, found some kind of civilization after arriving here. And the whole trip here is a story in itself. Maybe we'll get into that someday, but there's just always some kind of rumor of something happening here. So I think we got what we came for. Targos, a band of adventurers climbing a whatever. I'd kind of like to see somebody turn into a polar bear.
That would be kind of cool, especially if they had a Coke.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola.
So what do you
Polar bear.
think? Lonelywood, attic, spice cookies, Tourmaline, deep cellar, snooze.
I'm all in.
Snooze cave. Which one?
Warm attic spice cookies.
Warmatic
Yep.
spice cookies.
Yeah, let's do
Alright,
some
so you
spice
guys-
cookies.
I think that's what it said, didn't it? Let's see.
Unity Psycho Liquid.
Spice cookies. That funky monkey. Isn't that what that song is?
Lonelywood has no inns or other places for visitors or rest except for the town speaker's house, which she has a spacious, heated attic that can accommodate characters looking for a night's rest. Other residents of Lonelywood value their privacy and are much less inclined to welcome strangers into their mere dwelling. Yeah, so she cooks you guys up some nice spiced cookies, like kind of like Christmas type cookies. Gingerbreadish.
Gingerbread?
spiced cookies.
Are they spiced or spiked?
Yes.
Like Marbagna's rum cake.
Halfling shaped spiced cookies. little short halfling cookies. There is a request here, but it's you guys are beyond it. Beyond it. We need to move on to bigger and better things.
Well, let's do that then.
All
Let's
right.
stay the night, have spice cookies, warm attic, and tomorrow we're back in the snow on the road to Bryn Shander, I guess. 8-hour trip.
I'm going to don't need to give you a long rest, but I need to do a little calendar love. as you guys get to the next morning. The 9th day, 29th hammer, 1494, and you guys want to go to Bryn Shander, or you guys want to follow the path over to Targos?
Well, don't we have to go through Targos to get to Bryn Shander?
I mean, you guys have dog sleds, remember? So you can cut across if you want.
Yamu, yeah, mule. When I say whoa, I mean whoa.
So, what is the train schedule on the DM Railroad? Yeah, I mean, should we
Like, do
go
we
to?
have business in Bryn Shander,
Well, Bryn
or
Shander, you guys can, do the oil hunt.
Mm,
You
which you
can go
seem to keep
tell
bringing up?
the goblin or the
He keeps
gnome
mentioning
that his friend is blown up.
Oh yeah, we need to go do that. So we can stop by Bryn Shander, tell him his best friend's blown up, try to fleece him for some extra gold, and then head over to Targos.
Yeah, let's see. I think that's probably the best. Let's see if there's any follow up on the blowed up. Concluding the quest. Oh no, that's the. Oh, you guys are lugging around 300 iron ingots
Yeah.
that are wrapped in a thick burlap sack. What happened to the?
oh, that's right.
From that end?
No, no, they're see, Quaid's got a dog sled and he's got this damn axe beak that he tows along behind him too. And I think the axe beak was carrying a bunch of. We split those iron ingots up somehow.
Are they on your character sheets like that?
I don't think we went that far.
When we went into Termaling, we put all the dog sleds and everything in the where you turn it, basically hitch up all your uh, animals, and then we never discussed it this session till now.
So you guys still have to turn in all those iron ingots. You haven't
Yeah.
gotten paid yet, basically.
Correct.
Oh, but you guys, yeah, once the ingots are returned to Haruna and delivered to Black Iron Blades and Bryn Shander, does the characters receive a promised rewards? Yeah, we did that, including the 10% discount on goods they buy at the shop afterwards. I remember that part. I think you guys
Yeah.
are good. Good to go.
You okay, Rob?
Yeah. Yeah. Tired. But I'm
Yeah, so
okay.
I don't see you guys having to go to Bryn Shander.
All right. To Targos we go.
So
Targos.
Like Bryn Shander, Targos is encircled by a wooden wall, which helps protect the town against orcs and other threats from wilderness. Talking, let me throw this map to you guys. The wall extends out into the lake, creating a safe harbor for the town's boats. But now, Urul's long winter has frozen the water in the harbor, and many of Targos's boats are trapped in the ice. Fishers must drag their smaller vessels across the ice to get to the unfrozen lake beyond the harbor walls. Almost all the towns in Icewind Dale make their living off the lakes, but nowhere is the fact more evident than in Targos. The town has always had the biggest fishing fleet and the biggest fishing industry, and everything that goes on here revolves around hauling the knucklehead trout out of Mare Daldron. Allure's endless winter makes that work harder, but it gets done nonetheless. So Targos has a couple of places of interest here. The Triglio is actually a general store, and the Triglio takes its name from one of the shanties that the fishers of Targos sing when they're hard at work. And to wake Rob up, he's got to sing this a little bit.
Oh, here we go. See what happens when you leave your house and go do shit all day that you haven't done that in like 10 months? You get worn out.
It's a shanty, so aye 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 aye.
want me to sing it?
Yeah, because I can't.
Okay. Triglio lads and oyster upon the line, Triglio lads and bring yon fishers in. It doesn't rhyme.
Doesn't rhyme, but that was a good job. Good job. For that, I'm going to give you the point of inspiration that you didn't get when you got on the table.
God damn it!
So.
I want to take it. You know, it reminds me of I have my Siri set to Irish, and it's not really a heavy accent, but you can tell, like, she goes, at the light, take a right, you know, with the T's and the breath at the end of the T. It's pretty funny. Turn left at the next light.
So when you guys get over to Targos, it's later that day. We're gonna push the time on up to like 7 p.m. that you guys get into Targos. So it's been a long day. You traveled from way out the other side of the Mare Daldron all the way around to Targos. Dealing with dog sleds, getting the dogs put up when you get into the town. And some of you want to go over to the inn, and some of you guys want to go get a drink at the Three Flags Sailing. So the Luskin Arms is the inn and tavern, if you guys want, and then the Three Flags Sailing is just a tavern. It's like where the fisher folk go.
Well, I don't like to drink and drive, so I suggest Luskinars.
Yeah, I'll go
Did you
with
say
ya.
there was a store?
Yeah, the Triglio. Oh, the Triglio takes its name from the shanties that sing, which Rob did a good. A scarecrow-like fellow who fished the lake until his left hand was crushed in a collision with a boat from Tourmaline. Is the owner. His name is Justin. He goes by Justin.
Yeah,
And
these
the only
boats battle out here.
yeah, they get into. There's some pirating too going on. The only items he does not sell in the general store here are fishing and sailing supplies. In Targos, such goods are supplied by specialty crafters and merchants. So the union controls the fishing supplies, I guess, in this town.
I'm going to pick up a bag of holding then.
Yeah, all other common gear, including fishing poles and snowshoes, can be bought here. Matter of fact, you can get a non-functioning bag of holding here for the same price as a regular bag.
Regular bag.
You did say the only thing they don't sell. Just saying.
That's the only thing they don't sell in magical items. Forgot to mention that.
Fine print.
So I put together a map of the Luskin Arms.
Do they have any leather? And do they want to buy any leather? Worked leather?
Who's they?
People in the inn?
People in the store.
Oh,
Store
I'm at the
people?
store.
The only thing they don't sell is leather and this other stuff.
They have leather for sale. Tokens automatically locked. Unlock them. I unlocked them. I didn't do a line of sight because,
You know.
whatever. So this is the Luskin Arms is the oldest public house in 10 towns.
Pay $2,500.
Established
You
when
don't want to use a line of sight. Go ahead.
when I got a T-shirt. I'm happy. All right, we got a freaking T-shirt. I'm happy.
Memories. We had a good time though.
If the map has line of sight, I'm happy. If I have to do it, then I'm like, well, maybe I don't need to do it. They're going to be here a total of like 30 seconds, so why do line of sight?
That's the beauty of it. You get it all done for spend 30 minutes on it. We're in here 12 minutes.
So it's the oldest public house in 10 towns, established back when Bryn Shander was still just the camp on the hill. So Luskin is an older than Bryn Shander even. And it's a thriving city. Many of the traders who come to Targos in these days hailed from Luskin. So the Luskin Arms was built to look like an inn that might be found in the City of Sails. As a result, much of the decor is nearly 200 years old, reflecting Luskin as it was in the years before its decline. The inn has sturdy walls but rotten floorboards, and drafts come up into the common room from the cellar. The place is also infested with rats, which scurry between the walls at all hours of the night. The proprietor, Owen Tarnissel, human, is a quiet, balding man who has sunk into a deep depression, fearing that summer will never return to Icewind Dale. So the speaker of the house, or the speaker of the town, is actually, his name is Narneth Maxzalinar, and he actually um, lives in the largest guest suite at the Luskin Arms. So he is actually upstairs, conducts business out of this place. So that is, if you want the Speaker of the House, he's here as well. So that's the Luskin Arms. As you guys have arrived in the evening, again, the rooms here. Let's see if I got second floor rooms. Yeah, so the rooms here are double occupancy rooms. There are a couple of single occupancy rooms, and then there are a couple of king size beds. So all the rooms are gold.
I'll take a single occupancy.
However you
Yep.
break it down, they're
Yep.
gold.
I'll take a gold.
I'll take a gold.
So there's only 4 single rooms that have a single, either a single bed or a double bed in it. So somebody's gonna have to
I'll
get a
take a
room with
gold.
2 beds. A room with 2
I
beds
will
is all.
perform.
But as you guys are hanging around and getting to know people and having a drink or two, um, let's pan away from the main party and pan into um, Mr. Grun Whitespear has returned home.
When we come back from these commercial messages.
Isn't Grun from Targos?
Mm-mm. He's from Bryn Shander.
Oh, is he from Bryn Shander? Does he know somebody in Targos?
He probably does. He traded amongst all the cities before he joined this motley crew.
He does know somebody in Targos. Let's put it
Probably
that
has
way.
a contact. Yeah.
Yeah, he has the contact in 10 towns here. The
Okay.
contact lives upstairs, and your character knows it. So
We would definitely check in with him, given the
Uh,
opportunity.
so you like send word that you're here and stuff like that, up
Mm-hmm.
like to the bartender. Could you let Nareth know that it's here? Whatever.
Grunt
That
of the
kind of thing.
grumpy.
So later before, actually in the morning, you guys spend the evening here, have a decent time. In the morning, you all get a note slipped under your door that says, after breakfast, that Dareth Maxalder, the speaker of the town, would like to have a meet with you guys.
What kind of meat?
A meeting,
Kind
a
of
meeting.
meat.
Polar bear meat.
So you guys kind of gather around up in the like the common room upstairs. I'm gonna just throw you guys on the second floor map here, so you can see what I'm seeing. So there's
What
like a
I
common
see.
room, waiting kind of room, kind of an office slash area out here, and then all the rooms scattered around. But this is the speaker's room over here. You guys, the door opens, and he kind of, you guys move closer to the doorway, and you can see in his room In the back, there's a fireplace. Sitting comfortably in a chair is a gentleman wearing plate armor. He's a tiefling. He's got horns and stuff. And Mr. Max Dalinar has a cage with some reptilian like flying creatures in it. And as he opens the door, he waves you closer, and he in a small bucket he picks out a one of the baby rats that are running around, and he opens the cage and he feeds one of these reptilian flying
Are
creatures.
they small flying snakes? So what they are?
Yeah, yeah.
I forgot Grun was of that persuasion.
He
I don't know
says,
what you're talking about.
"I'm Speaker Narth Max Delnar." No, he would have more of an Italian accent. He says, "I am Narth Max Delnar."
I'm a Max
Yeah, that's
Denara.
Yes, and this is a Captain Scaith behind me.
I
He's
like
the
to watch a
captain
Star
of the
Wars E
militia.
Fantomanace.
Yeah, Fuchika best. Oh, that's
the Fantominace.
Yeah, Star Wars the episode E Fantomanace. He's not being weird with the animals, is he? Or is he just doing regular shit?
he's just feeding them.
Okay. Break time.
So yeah, this is actually a perfect spot to stop for a break.
2.
All right. 10-minute break
10 minutes.
begins.
Start a
2
timer.
minutes. It's 10 minutes. Damn it.
All right, I'm going to restart and try to get my camera working.
All right, cool. Taking the headset off for a little bit. Stretch my ears. Then I miss what Rob talks about.
Speaking of what Rob talks about, I'm gonna talk about nothing. My new glasses are hurting my head, so I am gonna take my headphones off as well. So everybody can just watch me do stuff. I'll even go to the desktop. Instead of the slides, I'll go to the desktop. But then I'll go to the slides in a minute. You guys might be able to hear me. I'm gonna go to Photoshop. I'm so tired, you guys. I'm so not, if you guys see, not because I'm bored. All right. Egg. Slides. Round Robin, the Wednesday show. As Robin is in here. And then Fridays, and then Friday. Saturdays is Saturday. Yeah. Mondays is also happening until next talk on the. Quietly for 6 minutes. Was in a singles group on Facebook today, and I said something like, "I'm lonely. Send me pictures of your vaginas," and then I put, "I'm so lonely. Also, message me dick pics." Like I don't care. And P.S. No messages. 0 messages from anybody, because that's how they do it. Oh, I'm gonna be asleep in 81 minutes. Just everybody wrap your. I have to get up tomorrow. My house is being shown again. I've got to get up right away. The hell out. But I only have one appointment though. So I'll just have to leave for like 30 minutes. 30 minutes. It should be sold by tomorrow. I hope. I don't know how many offers she got. She said she got 1, but she didn't. I don't know. Don't know. Orienting everybody. Are you sure you want any of those people? That's the thing. I'm so like, I'll look at anything, like show me what you got. If I see some sort of vagina that I like, I can say, hey. I would probably respond to every single person because it was just be funny if they sent it. But as of now, no Facebook messages with genitalia. Oh wait, what's this? Which account? Oh yeah, no, that's not. Well, yeah, they didn't change that. Just it works as a whole new port URL. Standing in the dark. No, and I don't want pictures of cats. I don't want pictures of cats. Don't want it. No cats, everybody. That pussy to yourself. I don't want that kind of pussy. I want the regular kind. Not cats. All right, 2 minutes left, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your break for 2 minutes. Get the children out of the room, whatever you do. I don't know if I'm gonna make it, you guys. Oh.
I've had a couple of games like that.
Yeah, it's just I didn't realize, like, when I was out today, I didn't feel myself getting tired at all. But when I got home and sat down in this chair, it started to just wash over me, like, oh, because I haven't gone out of
Dude,
my house at 9 in the morning and came back at 5 at night for like almost a year. I've never done that for.
you're
a
not
month.
going to hurt my feelings at all if you, you know, you want to call it early, call it early.
Well,
that's me.
I'll go for, like, if I absolutely think I can't take it anymore and I'm gonna be like asleep and wasting everyone's time, then I'll say so. But I'm gonna try to make it because I don't feel bad. I just am really tired, you know.
And it's a bunch of bullshit story crap. What the hell?
Well,
Where's the
but plus
combat?
this is the first day back, and I'm gonna fucking like quit halfway through. Lame. So I'm gonna try not to do it. If so, when Bob goes, Rob, are you okay? And I had my head down like this. I had thought I made it so you guys couldn't see me, but I didn't turn off OBS Ninja. I just turned myself off on the stream. So Bob goes, Rob, are you all right? And I'm like, oh, how does he fucking even know I'm leaning down? You know, that was funny. But that's how tired I am, is I can't even think straight. I should not do crimes tonight because I'll get caught. That's wake up time. Wake up. That's in case I fell asleep during the break. All right, so we're gonna start back with the Gip Gap, Big Black, and Big Black BC.
Okay, is there something that I need to do to get Chroma Cam to work with this fucking ninja shit?
Yep, throw that motherfucker
Throw that
away.
fucking shit away.
Yeah,
I
I don't
paid
know
for
anyone
Chroma
that's
Cam
had
and I
any
fucking
luck with
dumped
Chroma
it.
Cam.
It's a lot of shit. Is that enough, Bob? Did enough people say the same thing to you?
Just delete Chroma Cam off of your computer and then XSplit will
Does
be-
everybody have a red box around their camera?
Um,
yeah.
Just my own.
yeah, just my own, yeah.
I've never noticed it before. Well, isn't that neat that they've done that to show you which person you actually are?
In case you
Yeah,
don't know.
this is me. That's me right there.
In case you don't know.
And I know that that's not me because there's no red box around it.
But I'm assuming Bob is frozen because he wouldn't use such a sad face for all the time.
Right?
What's wrong, Bob?
P.S.
You all right, Bob?
Anybody watching the stream live or on YouTube, obviously we are very elitist here. You cannot join our game unless you are a full-time glasses wearer, because we all 6 are.
Well, and you've got to be an AARPG.
Right. You've got
member.
you've got a round head apparently. Well, maybe Spen's isn't that round, but everybody else's is. You have to have
Mine's
short
more-
hair. Well, no. It looks like I don't have any hair, but I just shaved it today because the only reason I got a haircut today is literally driving around looking for things to do. I'll get a haircut.
You're like, oh, I can get my haircut.
Yeah.
And
You just have to
some
be the
nuggets.
ultimate geek. To be an AARPG, you just have to be the ultimate geek, the big
Right.
nerd.
That's the only requirement we have. We take all men's and all women's, and we take all types of anybody, and then that doesn't matter.
Camera's not working until next week, I
Okay.
guess. Sorry.
You can even
That
be
means
Republican.
I'm done fucking with this.
Right. That means I'm out of patience. But we still have Bob on the thing like that.
Exactly. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
I figure if I go and get XSplit right now, like, I have to uninstall Chroma Cam and install XSplit and then restart my computer and crap. And yeah, let's just game.
Right? So, you guys are upstairs in the like the. This is a busy little office, though. I mean, there's a lot of people coming and going out of this little area here. There's a lot of businesses being conducted here, and you wait your turn to meet with the speaker, Nairth Maxon Donar, and if you want me to describe to you how this guy acts, is Don. He's a Don. If he was in the mafia, he would be a Don, and he kind of acts as such, right? He's decisive in his talking and
So this
stuff.
is who we need to go to buy the fishing nets, huh?
Yeah, he says, I've heard of you, Grun, by reputation and your party and all. So I have an opportunity that we need to discuss. Please come in and this is Captain Scath, the captain of the guards. He's gonna listen in to the meeting if you don't mind, but he says we have invisible enemies that walk among us. Yes, we have seen their boot prints in the snow, and we know they are Duergar or Durger. These malevolent dwarves of the Underdark have infiltrated 10 towns in search of a rare crystal known as Chardolin, or as some call it, black ice. With it, they're building a mighty construct that will lay waste to even 10 towns if nothing is done to stop it. Our militia, and he kind of nods his head towards the captain, has captured one of these Durgar and forced him to divulge the location of their mountain stronghold. Thereon, you will find a Durgar warlord named Zardukuk Sunblight. He aims to conquer Icewind Dale and destroy us all. For the good of 10 towns, will you penetrate this fortress and slay this evil warlord and destroy this terrible weapon?
Yeah.
Yeah, go kick his ass.
He says, excellent, excellent. Well, I do have this map of Icewind Dale that marks the location. Is the fortress. So he points to it on your map. Let me bring up your map for you. Button. This button. No, not that button.
Not that
Isn't it?
button.
This button.
That button.
Some of you are already there. But if you kind of zoom out and towards the bottom, the spine of the world, you have the huge mountain run that separates uh, the south to 10 towns up here. And he points, he says, in these mountains here, south of Dugan's Hall, you will find the far side, inside this mountain, is a peak. That was where the Durgar fortress has been spotted.
Hey, don't we have another map that has like some sunblight down there?
Yep.
Yeah,
too.
That's yep. It's that hand drawn
roughly the
one.
same area.
It's like down there.
Yep. So it matches up with the information that you guys have too.
So we can just whip out our map. Be like, excuse me while we whip this out. And then be like, oh, you mean right here?
Well, I've been looking for going south for the winter anyway, so.
It says you will be traveling into mountains. So I'm not sure how well dog sleds will make it get too far out.
Thanks.
So it is morning time. What do you guys feel? What is there anything you guys need to do? Or are you just gonna just stop on your dog sleds and mush mush?
Get as far as we
Yeah,
can, I guess, for the day.
Let's see, crampons, crowbar, hammer, pitons.
Do we wish to leave the dogs in East Haven then?
make your way to East Haven and then head down. Maybe try to get through the pass over here and come around and see. Remember, it's. Let me put a green pin on the map for you. How's that? Go story. Plus, go.
After we leave this guy's office, him saying something about crystal reminds me of what I pulled out of that hole, and I don't think I've shown that to anybody else yet. I'm gonna say, take a look at this.
Wait, why didn't it? Oh,
I will show them mine as well.
Sunblight. I got an empty story entry.
perfect. It's in a green pin on the map is what you should have.
Yep.
Where's the green pin?
On the
South of
main map.
Goodmead.
On the Icewind Dale map.
Way down there. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So Obsidian is suggesting take the dogs to East Haven, and then go on foot from East Haven down.
Grun has just received a random magic item from Caesar in the chat.
Whoa.
Whoa. Thanks,
Oh.
Caesar.
Nice. Sunblight.
Gee, when he can't do Clyde, he's a pretty nice guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he came in 5e pickup games on Tuesday and down.
How nice is spell scroll of 3rd level?
What?
But I can't. I don't have access to the subtable, so I can't roll
that
on
again. Do you want the 3rd level scroll? Can you use it?
that. I can cast
I can.
spells.
Yeah, so.
As long as it's not divine.
We'll figure out what the scroll is in a little bit.
I got divine.
Okay.
My random wizard spellbook thing has a roll on the 3rd level table or that kind of a thing if you want. Oh, but that's
I
only
don't know if I have all
only
that.
wizard spells though. My bad.
Yeah.
Well, there's a table in the DM's guide that is specifically for this.
Oh yeah. Then we could use that. Doesn't the
What
DM's
is it
guide
called?
have a player's version that we can roll on that? What the hell?
Nope.
Spell
Don't
scroll
like it.
3rd level?
Yeah.
No scroll table for Jude.
That's the one.
Well, that was easy enough. Crusader's Mantle. I don't know.
I don't know what that spell is.
Right? Let's check this out.
What kind of bullshit? Because
so it's an uncommon scroll.
That's why. Because players wouldn't
cleric
generally roll
paladin.
Yellow.
Yeah, I can't use that.
Cleric, War Domain, and Paladin. All right, roll again.
Do you have a paladin?
Roll on the spell scroll or?
Yeah, that same table.
But this is supposed to be for him because it was bought from the chat.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Disregard.
Fair. Stand by.
The second one you have to keep though. If you keep rolling crap, then if you can't
Yeah.
use it, you got to keep one of them. Can you use it?
It says
25
Warlock
words or
Great
less.
Old One. It's
Great old one.
I'm not a great old one. I'm a fiend.
All right, well, you're just gonna have to sell it then, because we can't do this all night.
Oh, we have clerics in the party.
Let me throw that
Maybe a
in.
wizard. I don't know.
Let me throw that in the inventory, and then you guys can sort through it.
What was the first one that he rolled?
Paladin
Crusader's Mantle.
Is that good? Is it better? Because Bob can use that one too, yeah? Anyway, if it's a...
Well, yeah, you guys can...
The better choice, we can do it.
All right, so you guys are going to make your way to Bryn Shander go through Bryn Shander and out the east way out to East Haven. Pretty much by dog sled takes the majority of the day. So we're going to say that you guys have hit midwinter as you guys depart East Haven on foot heading towards Sunblight. And let me do that. And
Can I take the axe beak with me anyway?
yeah,
Yep,
yeah, I don't
lead
see
it.
any problem with the axe beak. They're pretty nimble trying to go up mountains and stuff too. So the first day of Alterac, the midwinter
Diana.
annual holiday, and they're not celebrating midwinter right now. I tell you that in Tin Towns because it's been winter a long time. But as you guys travel out, where's your token? Oh, here it is. So you guys start traveling, and you cut across the frozen stream that heads into the Redwaters. And after a few hours, you come around this big hill, and you guys feel like you're being uh, watched. Things out the corner of your eye flash by. You hear noises in the distance, and you guys
Hey guys, I feel like I'm being watched.
pay attention to this for quite a while as you guys have to make camp because the snow is coming down heavy, and you guys want a fresh start in the morning. So you guys set up camp. You don't have your dog sleds, but I have a map I made that has your dog sleds on it. But
What?
what?
Map dogs.
I
Map
think
dogs.
can
I call them
turn-
map dog. I am tired. Did I tell you
Little map dog.
that?
There, I just turned them all off.
They disappeared on us. Now they're invisible map dogs. What's up?
What's up? So I'm
Blink
gonna
dog.
put you guys on here. You guys can put your characters where you want. I'm gonna unlock your tokens for you. As we're gonna have a little encounter here, as you guys are setting up camp, whatever's been following you and sneaking around has decided to show itself.
All right. Self bitch.
Is everybody where they want to be?
The other three you guys don't
No,
want to
yeah.
move.
Fire.
All right, we're gonna have a.
Is this an
little
Indian fire
chat.
or a white man fire?
What's the
Uh,
I can't wait. What's the
yes.
difference?
I mean,
Well,
yes.
White man fire is real big and he sits way far away. Indian fire's real small. He sits real close.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yeah.
So there's this Native American guy, and his name is Don Stinkin' Bottoms. That's his real name. And
Stinking bottoms?
yeah, and he decides to change it one day, and after many years, and he says, "I'm just gonna get rid of that name." So the whole village and the whole tribe, they have like a reveal ceremony, right, where he comes with his new name, and he goes and he legally changes it, and he comes and they got like a blanket over the thing, and they're gonna rip it off and reveal his name, and he says, "Okay, I've changed my name from Don Stinkin' Bottoms." And everybody's like, "What's it gonna be?" And he's like, "My name is Duke Stinkin' Bottoms."
Duke? Dookie? You can call me Dookie.
So for those in the
I've heard
chat
it.
that
I've
weren't
heard it.
paying strict attention, he changed his first name. You see, that defeats the whole point.
Yeah, they're laughing. I can hear them. I can
Okay.
hear them. Speaking about laughing, let's laugh one of these buttons right here
Ding.
as we have initiative.
14.
All right, so from tactical movement, moving into the out of the darkness, you guys hear some creatures creeping up on you, and you each get a glimpse of one of these very large crag cats that most of you probably at least heard of, or so these are big, heavy, 1,500-pound cats. Big, big suckers, and they look hungry. You don't think you guys have any kibble?
Don't know. Guess you
as
do know. You
they
know.
start to approach you, and Burley
Oh, kitty cat.
is going to wow.
If they weren't on
Yeah.
Tiger King, are they still real?
I didn't actually see Tiger King, so
I watched the first
Don't.
episode, and I was like, I'm out.
I saw the cover and I'm like, I'm out. So this one's gonna like come over and get to like right here, and you can see it's hunkering down. It's ready to pounce on somebody inside the camp. Comes
Whoa.
around and
Not the square.
comes right up to the camp and lets out a growl. As leaping over a boulder from the south side comes another
Whoa.
one. And Yix was all curled up in a sleeping bag in the form of a rat when this all takes place. So, because he's cold, he's an imp, right?
Yeah, but he has resistance to cold, so he's not cold at all.
Yeah, but he's still an imp, and he likes to be in cold stuff, but not here.
True, he doesn't necessarily like it here.
Yeah, he's like, this is different cold.
He is going to fly out to here and give Grun the help action, trying to distract
Yeah.
this thing.
So he flies right towards this hungry cat, and he thinks
He's
this
an
is supposed to be
invisible
a-
imp, yes.
Yeah, this is true, but hungry cat that's like might be able to detect him flying towards him and has disadvantage on eating him.
Possibly.
But yes.
Yeah.
Obsidian. Pass NPC extension. That's so nice. I didn't have to do it.
Right.
Yix
So
is
I'm
not an
going to
NPC.
wave my
I'm
hands
still.
as I mold the snow, blast it out at him.
You like trying to make coffee on the fire, and this thing comes running up behind you. Get him a snowball fight. See what we got.
All right, so he failed, so he is prone.
How's that low volume? Loud as shit.
It's loud as shit.
Turn that shit down. Wow, I have it coded as low volume. That something's not right there. So wow, 22 points of damage with a water whip. Holy crap. Heavily wounding this thing. So you like, how does this thing look? The ice,
So
did you say?
crafted the snow and blast into this thing and wraps around its legs and twists them so he falls.
Oh, is
And
he
I slide
prone?
over here. Yes, he's prone.
Oh, nice, cool. So you like, it grabs him around like the back and the front leg, and you like yank and flip the cat on its side. It's like falls in the snow.
All
It's
right.
flipping around.
Sweet, he knocked it down. All right, Zazzy
Right over there, we're up the belly.
is gonna
Wait,
move
let
up
me.
there, and the cat
I
isn't
guess he
really in
would
a
be
proper square. Okay, then I'll move there. And
like that. Yeah.
Zazzy has been granted a critical hit sorry, the name of the person getting the critical hit is Zazzy, cause Queef Guy can't take a joke. That's the name of the person.
Queef
And
guy.
it's from Diablo Bob. So I will roll a 6.
Sorry.
Oh, and now I get to roll on the table because there's an effect.
Hell, I forgot my camera was off. I'm sitting here talking to you guys and red box.
Do you have the table, Drake? I can get the.
Yeah, right there. I just dropped it on you.
All right, here we go. Like that. Oh, another
Ooh,
20.
another
Ooh.
20.
Oh,
All
I get
right.
1/10
Good thing
of
we're
the
on
amount.
milestones.
Nice.
No, I'm kidding. Go ahead and
Alright.
add that to your character sheet.
Okay, I'll do that after my turn. I will do my critical hit, which if I had a modifier extension installed, I could just click the button right there. But no, it's not there.
Huh?
Yeah, the Matakiri's
My
thing.
extension.
Oh, it's too big for my overlay.
Levitating
bloody-
dice there
Now,
for a second.
I have the feat called do shit extra when you get shit, when you do a crit. Reduce speed by 10, and he now has disadvantage on attacks for the whole rest of the round.
Sounds like
And-
some UA bullshit. Are you sure?
No, that's not. It's
I'm kidding.
It's fucking whatever the fuck it is. And then I'm 4th level. I don't really have anything else, so I will pass my turn.
Busty. His name is Busty. He's
Busted.
coming up too.
And
So you hear another one moving up out of the darkness. And then
Busted.
the skinny one.
Or did you mean Busty?
Dennis. Yeah, probably.
All right, Dennis has received advantage from Mr. Caesar in the chat.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, with that, then, there's 2 of them right there, right? 2 of them? 1 and 2. Shit. No, he's okay.
Early, okay.
But that just gives me advantage. Okay, I got it. I gotta get this. So first thing he's gonna do is move the hell back out of the way here, because there's like big cats going on.
Get off
Okay.
my lawn.
So here we'll do this. We'll just blast this guy at advantage, and that hits. It was 1 die 10 plus 3. Yes, and that worked. Thank you.
There you go.
All right.
Bill.
Yeah. So Bill, as he saunters over to noticeably spider.
My bad. I'm sorry. I because because it's a joke, I missed it. Dennis Quaid also has haste, so he gets another turn. But the reason I missed it is that Diablo Bob granted haste to Diana Queef. So,
Diana Queen.
It's the fangs.
so you do get another turn, Marvania, before Bill goes.
Oh, okay. Well,
Diana Queef.
do I still have advantage? No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's only a one-time deal.
That's fine. I will take another shot at this thing.
Who
And
needs
hit
advantage?
it again. Who needs advantage? Who needs a stinking advantage? Up. Yeah, okay.
Now we're all caught up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Now, as Bill saunters over to noticeably spidery, he will go ahead and cast Hunter's Mark on it. Got to target.